Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more Justin Fields Bears rebuild. Big week this week. It is Fields, Lawrence. We'll see who is in the better place in the first matchup. And this is going to be something where we don't face each other all the time, obviously, because different divisions. Trying to see if there's anyone we can rotate in the middle. I'm not getting anything here. No luck. No luck. So, going to TIAA. Bank Stadium. I'm not sure whose that is. Stadium wise. Here we go, baby.
Today, from TIAA Bank.
It is TIAA.
Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
There he is. First overall pick.
It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we.
I don't know. I'd like a snow game in Chicago against Trevor Lawrence.
A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at
All right, Trevor Lawrence, see how he's doing. 24 and 10, 3,200 yards. Okay.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB.
That's a great pass there.
That's all that really matters.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll run it.
And there's Tonga.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 40.
Getting that started nose tackle position.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
There's Chenault again.
Sideline here is complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run.
Nope.
Even
Denied.
busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Oh, wow.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard.
It's a big
back to 3rd and 10.
risk there, but I mean, it's not blown up. It's just at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun.
Oh, wow. And that is overthrown, intended for Chenault.
Coverage by the Bears D.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And that misses it.
Off the left upright, and it comes comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I've heard that sound far too many times with Parkey in one game.
Get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit his
We're going to start with David Montgomery here. Nowhere to go.
No such luck there for him.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 109 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain it.
We were really going to let Smoot catch you from behind.
Together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that
And there's Allen Robinson.
hold it to a short game.
And he gets this one inside the
It's the safety and coverage.
Too shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, Allen Robinson now
Got a little
with the
read
Bears,
option we can do
spent the
here.
First 4 of his NFL seasons in a Jaguar uniform, and you might remember he had the breakout year in 2016 where he had 80 catches for 1,400 yards and a league-leading 14 touchdown receptions. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down.
There's a little read option.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Going away.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity.
Fade wasn't there. Good zone.
They believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The cross wasn't there.
Down the field, only getting 3 there. Kind of
The
feels
step
like
and turn wasn't there.
And it does.
Little
They
curl.
go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
get a
this
little
time?
closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, this should have been picked. Jalen, it went right through his hands.
They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look.
Oh, wow, we switched.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get him down as he's inside.
I guess that would be a conditional switch.
That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's thrown away.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, the risk of sounding like I'm going overboard for an incomplete pass, that was a really nice play there. Surveyed the situation, didn't want to take a sack, airmailed it out of bounds. Pretty good poise for a rookie.
Absolutely, the youngster. You can learn a lot from those types of plays, can't you?
Certainly can. You learn a lot about it.
Outside has nothing but room. And he stopped, having to make the move. Eddie Jackson.
Bears 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
to throw now on first down.
Hit as he throws.
He finds Shark. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run here with Robinson and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And Hicks is banged up here.
Jaguars first down as they're able to
We'll
get
probably see a little bit of Nichols.
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And here he'll get down to the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Yeah, we're not going to play this.
At the
We're going to go to his zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
at the 5-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Jaguars nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Good pressure.
Hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the...
And he takes it in.
Squeezes in.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations.
Wilson's only 4 and 10. Makes sense.
Running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Baltimore is only 6 and 8.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next.
We get some one-on-one coverage on the outside.
Time it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
To zone.
The key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the
Almost broke to the outside there.
for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like
There's some good first down there.
not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st down, Bears.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present.
Oh, Allen Robinson. That was a jump ball.
Because he said, they're going to change up and counter another way.
I wanted to take a shot there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Eluding the the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right side.
That's out of bounds.
In the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
That was a good play by Komet.
A little too far. It brings up third down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I should have went to Daz over in the middle.
Contact, popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it.
Damn, I thought I was going to be able to catch that.
Even for those big tight ends.
So Jamie Collins, who we got for depth, is banged up.
To start the drive. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective.
Better save that, Eddie.
See if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally,
Dislocated elbow.
here it feels like they're
He's done for a while.
to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And a missed tackle.
Grayson Nichols.
Pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Lawrence got absolutely destroyed back there.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for
Little press
the running
coverage.
back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to mark him down.
Hicks is banged up again.
By about a yard, if that. Now after the
He will be out for the day.
got a man down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry.
We'll stop there.
One, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence.
Oh, it's a dislocated elbow.
Keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little.
He's out for probably 2 to 4 weeks.
You've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well
Point
done.
A, B, and C.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Should have been picked.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of
They get Allen Robinson over the middle.
They line up 2nd and 10.
No. Throw it away.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Good catch by Daz.
With one complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Mooney.
Had to step up in the pocket to throw that.
Field inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, the live formation.
Now a run with Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. The Jaguars.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this
The
one
shot
away
play.
from the arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
He beat him. And that's a bad throw. That is a horrible throw, Fields.
Falling incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On the run, it's Robinson.
What a play by Jalen Johnson.
To the 27-yard
Otherwise, that's probably a scamper to the end zone.
defender in the secondary now for third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Oh, wow.
Able to complete this
Roquan
and he is gonna have it
just
next
straight
first.
railed him.
He's able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Connection made with Chenault. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You gotta be kidding me.
Side by Robinson.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, Mario Edwards.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I'm gonna take a timeout here.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Nope.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd.
Not great.
Conversion. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's
Played a clean game, but
as we now go down,
we haven't been able to finish on offense.
With Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Due to time constraints,
They still haven't fixed the halftime issues. I don't want to blind you guys.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half, now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's
First down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going.
Fake you out there. It's not first down.
Contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
But this one's going to be a first down right here. But that's Komet on a safety. Told you.
He's gonna have another
First down, Miles Jack.
made at the Jaguars.
It's not a safety either. That's Miles Jack.
Really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed
Throw it away.
in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now
Tariq
have some
Cohen,
sense of
first down.
continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked.
They've learned in Jacksonville
That gets him 3 yards
to account
closer here as it brings up 2nd
for
and
him.
goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw.
Wow.
Escaping the
Wow.
pressure right.
Fields has the corner. Let's go.
Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Nope.
And that is incomplete here. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot
You got
of
it.
issues up here in the booth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st.
Let's go, Mario Edwards.
Now the Bears get there for the sack. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now a give, right side.
And Roquan Smith, let's go.
Stopped up behind the line, 2nd straight.
That's right.
Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
22-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Quick throw there.
Caught by Mooney. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space...
Oh, look at that pick by Conley. Or no, that's Jones.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like
I just put a little bit too much air as a player under that.
fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of
Oh,
scrimmage.
come on, Roquan. You got to navigate that traffic.
Coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast. But guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
Oh, and look at Robert Quinn out there making an interception.
Off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at
Robert Quinn making a big play there.
What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing.
Pressure up the
but
middle.
changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna let one
There it is, Allen Robinson. Just a go route there.
Bears. Allen Robinson.
I needed him to beat his cover guy there, and he does.
Interception into a touchdown.
That's a good placement by Fields.
Quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career, but what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a
Let's go,
17-10
baby.
score.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described,
That's thrown away.
he's to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short throw to Disley, and he's upended at the 33, following a good
He's
pick.
in trail coverage there.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. That's a staple of this
Oh,
offense. Drag route to
the Schwartz?
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So this will be
No, it was Robinson. Robinson in the backfield jumped.
and a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that's picked off by Jalen Johnson. Let's go.
Rookie Jalen Johnson, and the return this
Thrown behind the receiver there. Jalen breaks on the football.
What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn
Does he
as
not
he goes
stop
along.
there? He should have stopped. That was weird.
A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it.
Let's go, Montgomery. Good hard run up the middle.
31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
On second down, it's Montgomery. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will have the Bears first.
Tariq Cohen barely gets that. I don't know about that. But all right.
Toss left to Montgomery.
Nowhere to go. Miles Jack is just too fast out there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Forced out to his left.
Good blitz.
But it's incomplete.
That was a great blitz there.
3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
They're going to come in.
Here, out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the
We'll take it.
defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Okay, we're going to play a little man coverage.
Their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit.
Oh, that's good coverage by Graham. That's the only spot that Lawrence could put that football.
The rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Bears' 49-yard
That blitz forced him to throw it quickly, but Gibson can't cover.
Too shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at
Good man.
the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got
Force him out.
the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Robinson.
And there's Roquan.
Quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Protect the sticks.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And there's Khalil Mack with the sack, baby. Let's go.
17. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Makes the score Bears 20, Jaguars 13.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here.
All right, we need to
Preferably a takeaway.
take this game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they
I like Allen Robinson, a 1-on-1 against Sidney Jones.
I tell my running backs, grasp the football. And I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts.
Okay.
As he'll talk it over here before what will
Can
be
Cohen get the first down? He will. Tariq Cohen.
He's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That'll be your game, baby.
That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down.
All right, out of the victory formation, that will be our win over Trevor Lawrence. Let's go.
Against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal. And
The debate is over, at
And
least
remember the old adage,
this year.
offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish.
Held his offense to a field goal in the second half.
Love the way they finished.
So for Chicago, it's a big win here as they move to
2
11-4
interceptions,
now.
83 for Tariq
And
Cohen.
they'll return home next
Touchdowns
week
by
to take
Robinson
on the
Fields.
Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
Intercepted by Jalen Johnson and
For
Robert
Charles
Quinn.
Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Pretty good stat-wise. We came out, we played pretty well on defense. Awareness, break tackle, catch traffic, and 2 in short route. James Daniels. '86, good black pass block. Iggy. He's had some reserve time this year. 3 in zone coverage. Nice. Two new injuries, 4 and 5 weeks. If that's the case, that's what? 4 weeks, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So one will be back the division round, the other one will be back NFC conference if we make it that far. Okay. So we've taken on the Packers before. It is week 17. The first time we took on the Pack, it's a 20-17 win. Fields was almost 300 yards. Rodgers a $180 in a clean game. Fields did have 1 interception, took 4 sacks. Rushes, Aaron Jones is 71 on the ground. Montgomery and Cohen and Fields struggled to run the football. Still a touchdown by Fields and a touchdown by Dillon. 2 fumbles by Fields. As for receiving, Komet 96 yards and a touchdown, 69 for Robinson. Adams was 60 and a touchdown. Roquan Smith was all over the place like normal. Sacks, 2 by Kenny Clark. 1 by Dean Lowry and shared by the Smiths, Preston and Zadarius Smith. Interceptions by Henry Black. I think we had a couple forced fumbles for them, right? Kenny Clark and Dean Lowry. But we recovered them both. Now is this... We have the division. We might have... Okay, so if we lose this, the Cowboys tie us if they win, and then they grab the bye week. On the other hand, the Browns, if they lose, it looks like the Patriots might snag that bye week. So, not seeing any Z's on here. So no one's has clinched the first seed on either division yet. Either conference. That's crazy. Alright guys, so that'll end it for a week 16. Fields comes out. Plays a decently well game. But it's Trevor Lawrence in the second half that implodes. And we take the win against... Well, he's playing against a great defense. So, it happens. So thank you all for joining me. Go ahead and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.